Hello everyone, welcome back to the homestead. In today's video we are going to experiment with some sustainable bird feed. So things that we have grown on our homestead, and that's because we've got currently about 128 birds on this homestead, and we're actually down by about 30. We sold a bunch, we processed a few. We definitely have more to sell and process before winter comes on, because currently the feed cost is about $500 a month, which is crazy. So we are going to be downsizing, but then we're also getting more and more serious about finding truly sustainable feed sources for our birds on the homestead. So we thought it'd be fun today to video some of the things that we're doing and some of the things we want to try in the future. And so we're going to actually lay out some platters of lots of different food options for each of our different birds. And those who are new to the channel, we have turkeys, Muscovies, ducks, chickens, and geese. So we're going to experiment with the same different food choices for all the birds and see which birds like which food options the best. And I think that's going to really help us out with getting this plan for feeding our birds more sustainably and hopefully cutting our feed costs, which has to happen. So on these platters that we're going to put before our birds today, we're going to have comfrey, chickweed, cooked winter squash, sunflower seeds, both raw and cooked Jerusalem artichokes, grass, and chufa nuts. And I forgot to mention cooked sweet potato scraps. And besides all of that, we do already have in place some salad boxes in one of our chicken yards, so we'll show you that. We're working on creating bug habitats in the different yards, so we'll show you some of that as well. And then of course we do feed kitchen scraps and any garden waste that we have to the birds as well. So I know this list is not exhaustive. There's all kinds of options for feeding birds on the homestead. These are just some of the things that have worked well for us so far and that we're hoping will work well in the future. So let's get started feeding these birds. They have already had their breakfast, but it's about the middle of the day now, so hopefully they've got their appetite back and this experiment's gonna work. Are you ready to go feed our birds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, turkeys are up first, and they're not super curious animals and a little bit shy, so it may take them a while to even find this food here, but we'll just be patient and wait. They're all just kind of standing around, not sure what that is. Okay, so the turkeys are definitely more cautious than they are curious, so we took all the food off of the big metal, it was a feed container lid, and just put it on the ground here, and we're hoping that maybe that will bring them over.
So sometimes turkeys seem to be a lot more curious when people aren't around, so a lot of times when you give them something like this, some sort of food that's new to them, they'll kind of leave it when anybody's around, but then once you leave and come back a little bit later, it will be all gone. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go and then come back a little later and see what they've eaten.
Well guys, there it is in the turkey yard, untouched. It's been a couple hours and they don't seem to have found it or cared at all about this food, so turkeys are going to be a challenge. Maybe they're just not hungry. We'll check it out again in the morning and see if any of that food's gone. Next up is the geese. Hey geesies! Come on, check it out! Hey geesey geesies! The geese don't seem to like our tray either, so Nate's gonna take it all off. Geese are definitely more curious than turkeys, but they don't like that metal tray for some reason. Kind of funny. Oh, there went the comfrey. Geese can pretty much live on grass alone. Surprised they haven't taken the grass yet. One of them's checking out the squash. Someone took a nibble of grass.
Oh, one was just eating chufa nut.
Oh, someone ate a chufa. There goes the chickweed. Oh, more chufa. There goes some grass.
So here's the result of how well the geese liked all that. So first it was the comfrey, grass, and chickweed. Then it was the chufa nuts and the Jerusalem artichokes. They kind of nibbled at some of the other stuff too, but those were the ones that they really only ate.
You helping out here? You're gonna get some for the Muscovies now, huh?
Yeah.
Doing a good job. Thanks for helping.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah. They're eating some chufa nuts. They don't seem to like the tray either. They're just not used to being fed in a big metal tray. Ooh, the rooster. He's like, I don't mind this big metal tray. The rooster's going for it, but the Muscovies so far have only eaten the chufa nuts that were thrown on the ground. We're putting it all on the ground again. So they are liking the chufa nuts and the sunflower seeds. You guys see them eating anything else?
Maybe a little bit of the Jerusalem artichoke.
Looks like they're going for some of the Jerusalem artichokes.
Yeah, it's okay.
Any squash?
No squash takers yet.
No squash takers yet.
Besides the rooster.
Except for the rooster. The ducks were just all napping, but we put a little bit of grain to lure them over. One of them just snagged some chickweed and give them a little water too to get them excited here. It's not their normal feed time, but sometimes they'll get excited by the water. And oh yeah, chickweed and the comfrey. So they definitely like the chickweed and the comfrey. They're going after the chufa nuts. One of them tried some squash.
So the ducks first went for the chickweed and comfrey, and then the chufa nuts, and then they kind of just tasted everything else a little bit.
Yeah, they seem to like the Jerusalem artichokes pretty well, huh?
Yeah, I bet. And the sweet potatoes.
Just a quick update on the ducks. The area where we dumped all that food is completely cleared. It looks like there's still one duck there trying to get the little remnants, but they ate everything. Good job, ducks. And last but not least is the chickens. They're a little bit nervous with me being so close here, but oh, there went a squash seed. Some sweet potato, another squash seed, another squash seed. They're liking those seeds from the squash. More sweet potato. Ooh, she likes that. Going after the chufa nuts and chickweed now. They're getting past the different tray that they're not used to. More chickweed. Ooh, someone's going for the squash. Wonder when they're going. Oh, she found the sunflower seeds. Look at her go. She's like, I'll take those. Fun. I'm really liking that squash. So the chickens have gone for pretty much everything except for the grass and the raw Jerusalem artichokes. They like everything else.
This is a chicken salad box. We plant greens in here so the chickens can get green material when it's either colder, because you can plant more cold hardy greens in it, or just if the yard's kind of small so they eat up all the other greens in the yard. And the reason this works really well is because it's got this mesh over top of it so they can't get to the root of the plants, so the plants can just keep growing up through and they can keep eating the greens.
Yeah, and that's 1-inch hardware cloth, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we've got 3 of them in this chicken yard here. And we're hoping to put more in all the different bird yards, huh?
Yep.
Okay, what else do you have going on in here to help make a habitat for chicken food?
Well, we also do what is called bug boards. We lay boards down, and basically the bugs will get underneath those boards, and then you can lift the boards up so the chickens can come and eat the bugs. Let's see if there's any bugs under the board.
See any bugs?
Right here. Here's a little thing. There's a cricket.
Oh, cricket. Nice.
Not much under this one right now, though.
Those seem to have a lot of bugs, especially after a rain, huh?
Yep. And
Yep.
the bug boards also kind of will die down in the wintertime because it's just not warm enough right at the surface layer, you know?
Yeah, but it helps for the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then compost heaps are another thing. So we're actually going to be going to get some more leaves to make a big, huge compost heap in here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, we just got a few truckloads of leaves into this chicken yard here, and they have already begun the process of scratching through it. It's already time to pile it back up again. So we'll add some barn muck to that, and that will be the compost heap for the chickens all winter long in this chicken yard here. And we decided to put a truckload of leaves in the duck yard here as well. And they seem to be enjoying it. We thought it would give them a little bit more warmth through the winter in here to bed down in. And of course there's a few random chickens in here that are loving it too. So maybe this will be a good way to make weed seed free mulch for the garden. Totally experimental here, we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and leave up on the screen now the results of this experiment for anyone interested. And real quick before we go, we have a thank you to give. What is this, Joseph, that you're putting together over here?
A hammock.
A hammock. Very exciting. Here we go. Got it in the little shade spot of the garden, huh? Is that nice?
Yeah.
Comfortable?
Yep.
Where'd it go? So thank you again so much to the person who got us that beautiful hammock. We really appreciate it. We haven't had a whole lot of time to make peaceful sitting spaces in our garden yet, but we've got a couple, and we're gonna keep adding little spaces to our gardens as we can. I feel like it's just so important to be able to take some moments to sit still in the garden or anywhere in creation and just be quiet. Those spaces are so important in our lives. So if you have a favorite place where you like to go to just be still and quiet and peaceful, can you share that in the comments below? As always, thank you so much to our patrons who make these videos possible. We appreciate you all very much. Until next time, we pray blessings over you and yours. And whatever you do, do it with your whole heart.